Alright, will this be finally it? God damn it, he's pretty far behind. Right, please let this be it. Holy shit, he is still behind. Nice! Woohoo! Finally! After so many tries, and this is, hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Gran Turismo 7. This was not only this race was not that hard, but what was incredibly hard was getting the first, it's a 2-race championship. In the previous episode and the episode before, I had 2 wins in the first part, and the first race, that's non-reverse, and the second race is reverse, same track, but that one was brutal. This one was quite difficult as well, but at least there was, the Renault Alpine didn't go flat out. There was a little bit more rubber banding going on, I guess, but in that first race, if you had like a bad, now not starting position, because the starting order was I think more or less the same each try, but every time you cancelled the championship and you restarted it, the AI cars were in a slightly different position, so that's the points at which you had to overtake them on the track slightly differed. And most of them were such that the Renault Alpine A110 was just after the first lap in the lead, and then only extending its lead, because he is 50 performance point more than my old Clio V6. And the challenge was not upgrading, not tuning that Clio and still win. But that first race, there was one, I found one setup of AI starting positions. That was the only way to win it in this car, and that was because the Renault Alpine was a little bit slowed down by 2 cars in front of it, so that allowed me to catch up. But I really, all in all, first time I think I had like 700 attempts or so, not full races or full laps. Of course, sometimes you cancel an attempt earlier, maybe right after the start, but for sure, if I count the amount of discarded footages from the recording, it's really, I don't know, somewhere in the neighborhood of 700. And then, stupidly, then the second race started, and that was the previous episode, where I accidentally went over the finish line, so that concluded in a bad place, like 3rd place or something. So that concluded the championship, meaning I had to do that first race, which was 10 times as hard, for a second time. So that took me almost all day today. And now I'm really happy that in the evening, it's now Sunday evening, almost 8 o'clock, that the second race was not that hard. I was really expecting it maybe to be just as hard, or maybe even harder, I don't know, but the proof is in the pudding. The fact that I could win this one, I don't know, in 2 hours or something, that is really for me testament that it's much easier than that first one. But yeah, I'm really happy that finally now in an untuned Clio V6 24 valve, I managed to get this successive wins in this 2-race championship. And the thing also is, what really bugged me or rubbed me the wrong way is, this is not even that far in the game. This is only menu book 12, I think. Petite Course de France. Not being able to win such an early race in the game, that really rubbed me the wrong way. So I really was like, screw it, I will just continue, or I will just stop playing this game altogether, because somewhere I knew it was possible. Even without those AI starting positions, there was one position that was quite beneficial. You could call it gaming the system, I don't know, but the A110 was at least in the first lap a little bit, and also part of the second, held up by the Peugeot 208 GTI. what the holy hell was? Ah, yes. So I knew that would be probably possible to win it in that circumstance. But even without it, no, I'm now not telling the truth. I wanted to say I had the feeling that it would be winnable. Yes, I did have it. Otherwise, I would, if I knew for sure it would not be winnable in this car, I would not have continued. But yeah, the best that I got in the all the other AI grid positions starts like random, where the A110 really spurted off into the distance. But I did manage also in those attempts to, I think, 1 second, 0.5 of a second finishing behind him. So it was not like that I was fully a lap behind or something. So I knew that it would be could be possible, but god damn it, it was so many attempts and also so much frustration. So yeah, I am happy it's possible. So you can win that race in a car with 50 performance point less than the Renault A110, and 25% performance or 25 performance points less than the second fastest car on the grid, the Megane RS Trophy. I think that is 500 performance points. The A110 is 525, and the Clio I'm driving is 475. But yeah, I'm really happy that it worked out. And going forward, if I have again I'm hitting these walls that really take like a week to get past, I'm not gonna do it all like this. Probably I will not be tuning my cars in these races because it feels a little bit cheating. I mean, where does it end? You can put on racing tires, slicks, and a humongous turbo, and then yeah, you will win. But there's no challenge or the sense of accomplishment in that whatsoever. So probably I will not be tuning in the career, but if I again hit a wall like this, I will probably just take a car that is a little bit more closer to the recommended performance points for a certain race. In this race the recommendation was 500, and yeah, you see there's one car that is 25% of points higher than it, the A110 participating, and yeah, I was I think together with some other cars we were all like in the 460 470 range, so there is quite some range into it. But if I again hit such a big wall as this one, I will probably just go and drive a car that is a little bit closer, not over the recommendation, but at least at the recommended level. So but yeah, that was a lot of blabbering out of my mouth, sorry for that, but I'm really so relieved that this finally is over. I do like the track. I mean, it's quite technical. It's not that technical, but it depends on the car. This car is a little bit annoying in this track. It really has a tendency to oversteer with the tail happy characteristics, but the track, yeah, it are a lot of flowing corners which can be a little bit annoying in an oversteering car. If you apply too much throttle, you will spin out. But there's also that super big elevation in it, and you have that super fast banking corner, which you really need to take violently. You can either violently spin out or you really nail it, and then it's you win a lot of time because it's a long corner. You can carry a lot of speed, and the AI tend to be, I think, a little bit conservative through that corner. But and I do like the aesthetics of the track, especially the reverse part in the sunset with the village in the distance. So I really like it, but at the same time, I'm really happy I'm done with this. All right, let's watch the replays. And to be honest, normally in the normal direction I gave a guide on where the braking points are. I will do that as well in this reverse section, but I never had the idea that I was totally in control in this reverse section. I don't know it that well yet as the other direction, although even there I did not feel fully in control each time. For instance, I took that very fast banked corner. It was always a little bit of a gamble, like, okay, will I make it out of here fast, or will I crash, will I spin out? So there are quite some variables, but Yeah, let's just, so everything I say with braking markers and stuff, take it with a little grain of salt. But let's do it again. I only get 30k, that's really not that much for the amount of time that I spent. Alright, let's first do a cockpit run and then the outside run. Man, finally, this is amazing. Alright, what I do is just don't shift over here, just keep it high up in the revs, because shifting up you will immediately need to shift down, so just let it bump off the limiter. And once over here approximately I go off the gas and start braking, then one gear back and coasting through here, very sharp. Try to get this car already besides it in this little mini straight. And then over here again a little bit lifting off, and then you can go on the gas quite easily early, and then get that old Alpine at the right side. This is all full throttle, obviously. And then over here take it as sharp as possible, and once the curbing over here starts, brake a bit, I think brake a bit, yes. Flick it down one gear and then coast. Try to hit the apex to the right side, coast through it, and after the apex, or maybe even a little bit before it, you can already apply drifting through here, drifting downhill. You can apply a little bit of throttle, and I think you can gain quite a little bit of time and distance on the cars in front here. So brake, and here sliding, and already get a little bit on the gas over here. I'm totally screwing it up here, by the way. This is not the way it's supposed to go. Anyways, over here approximately at that stripe in the middle of the tarmac, or between these two, I start braking. Back one gear, very slow corner, and try to open up the throttle gently as soon as possible, and indeed get this yellow car approximately over here. And then we go into the very sharp, by the way, very nice aesthetics, that little village in the distance. Really, it does have a little bit of a French feel to it, I must say. It's very nice. This car will, I don't know why, brake a little bit here, and you can already, now I'm passing them before he brakes, but he brakes like only momentarily. Yeah, there he went. I just saw his brake light of the Clio to the left lighting up when we went past. But just past these guys to the right, and this is pretty tricky, because you take this one totally different than the other way around. The other way around, it's only lifting and then slowly, or not slowly, or even quite violently, just applying throttle at one point, drifting through it. But here you actually have to brake down, because you enter this part much faster than if you were going the other direction. I'm not sure if that is the case, but at least there's like also this kink in here that I do think you're now approaching faster than you would be if you're going in the other direction. But anyway, so brake just straight ahead. Don't try to throw it in a spin or anything. Just scrub some speed off, a little bit of braking, and then because of the banking, there's good grip. Just follow the corner and apply throttle as soon as possible. Full throttle again, maybe 80-90%. There is like this little camber change and little incline elevation change in the road here that could disturb the car and make you spin out. So be a little bit careful over here, but try to get this car approximately in this area. Alright, and then here also quite tricky. I brake approximately over here. And I think only one gear down. I totally did not take that one well. You have to brake a lot. Because the corner, I think you have to steer in quite late a bit. It's a very tight corner actually, but then try to get, I'm not sure whether it's late steering in, but get on the apex as soon as possible, and then you have all this wide open roads to accelerate out of. And here you can really gain on AI cars. They're quite slow through this corner. This corner is fully full throttle. And this one I brake at the curbing over here to the right and then back a gear. Let it coast, clip the apex, coast through it, and then already from over here start applying throttle and make use of the width of the track and the curbing to the right. Curbing provides quite good grip, I find, to accelerate out. And this is also quite a cool Zeppelin, by the way, in the distance. This is also a bit of a tricky one. It is I don't brake. I think you're in fourth gear here. Just lift off the throttle, steer in, try to maintain the line, and as soon as you're a little bit midway over here, you can start applying throttle. You will drift outwards a bit, but the road is quite wide, so you could make it. And I do think instead of keeping it lifting down until you hit like the straight part again, already applying the throttle here will gain you a little bit of time, because here I'm now, I was throttling and sliding back out a bit, but I do think it's a bit quicker. Over here I think I'm still not quite sure where these arrows to the right start. That's the braking point. Quite violently and flick it in there, really try to hit the inside curb here and then get on the gas as soon as possible. I also think that the AI cars over here are quite conservative. So here's also a point of potential time gain upon the competition. This is all full speeds, full throttle, and over here a little bit after the 150, let's say around about where that that barrier to the right, that black and white one starts. That's where you really hard brake, all the way braking, and then because this is such a slow corner, so you really need to get your speed out before you turn in, otherwise you will certainly go wide and lose a lot of time. And there's also like a straight after this corner, so the exit speed is important. So really brake before this corner, just after the 150 meter marker. And it's also, by the way, downhill, of course, so it's really a violent braking zone. But I do really like all these inclines and stuff. It's really, this whole race, it's fun. Check out the little Renault, the Megane. I'm not really all a fan of front wheel drive cars, although I do have a 205 GTI in real life. The only, and maybe that Renault, I think that's a rear wheel drive with the engine in the back. But this Megane front wheel drive, it's not really my piece of cake, but I do understand why people like this car so much. I think it's really like a Nürburgring track tool, so to say. But this whole race, like the Petite Course de France, despite giving me enormous headaches and frustrations, I really like the setup, the cars, etc. Alright, this is where we were, so over start finish, so all the braking points I pretty much laid out. Now let's finish the cockpit view and then do one time outside view replay. And it's also very cool, this race, in the sense that it ends in the sunset, start of the evening. Really nice. Check out the lake down below. It really feels a bit French with the green and the yellow flowers, the sunflowers. It's really nice. I was kind of lucky in this attempt, but you know what? I don't care. I'm not going to do it again. I'm happy enough that I won, but for sure it was not like a beautiful race or anything. Very good driving. Here, for instance, I pretty much missed this one. Not that much, but could have done it better. You can gain a lot on the AI here. Yeah, somehow everything taken together, even with my mistakes, was good enough for a win, so I'm happy with that. Here, this one you also really can gain a lot, as you can see. Just goes through there. And this is where I get in. Here the AI is also very slow. Just start lifting over here, and over here just start applying the throttle a little bit to get some extra exit speeds. And here really try to hug the inside curb and go on the throttle as soon as possible. Exit speed is very important here. And you see how much I gained on him. And I had earlier attempt where he was at this moment in my at my backside. Then it's really hard because he will overtake you either on the straight or in this braking zone. But here I just had enough. It was tricky over here, but I had enough. I did totally screw up this corner, and he actually really got close. But yeah, it really was a close one, but it was enough. You see, under pressure, I do screw up that last corner. I tried to be super conservative and safe, but I actually went wide. But yeah, it's very, very nice. All right, here we go. Outside. Man, I'm so happy that this is over. Woohoo! It's a beautiful car. I really don't mind having that one in my garage, the Clio. Just like that R5. It really goes to show how much more, and that original Alpine. All those cars, in my view, have so much more character and passion and authenticity than modern day cars. The rest of the field, I couldn't care less. Except the oldies. Only the older cars are cool. The rest, it's all, how do you say it? 11 in a dozen. Or there's like a saying for that. Like that, it's all more or less the same modern cars. Boring sounds. You can thank all the environmentalists for that, who think that the Earth is going to explode in a year from now, or I think it maybe already should have exploded. And I personally think that that is all way over exaggerated. So all the extreme drive to electricity and to boring cars, etc. I think it's a little bit unnecessary, but it is what it is. We still have the good oldies. You can still buy good examples from them. I mean, they're not that old. Yes, they can be 30 years old, but still, they can still be a lot of fun to drive and in good working condition. But it really, I think it's a testament that for modern day cars, I have zero ambition or interest in buying one. 0.0. So boring there. Up to, I think, the mid-2000s. Maybe late 2000s. Single 2000s. Up to 2010 cars were fun. Check out that Renault, it's such a cool car. I mean the R5 Turbo. Of course there are a lot of Renaults in the field. Clio, the Megane, the Alpine. This is almost on one brand race. We have a Peugeot, but the rest it's basically Renaults. And it's such a beautiful game. I actually heard, and I wouldn't be, I'm not sure if I'm happy with it, but I am a PC gamer by nature. The only reason I have a PlayStation 5 is for Gran Turismo, Metal Gear Solid and Ratchet & Clank, but and maybe some exceptional exclusive that turns out to be very good. But basically, I'm a PC gamer, and I heard that Gran Turismo might be coming to the PC, which is at one point, of course, amazing with the graphical fidelity that is possible on the platform. But maybe also somehow a little bit of the charm of Gran Turismo gets lost from it. I'm not sure. But I somehow, to me, the PlayStation is synonymous to Gran Turismo. So breaking that link, or yeah, breaking the exclusivity, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But from a hardware perspective, of course, it's amazing. But I'm a little bit bummed that, yeah, if that would have been confirmed, I would have waited for the PC version, because then now I'm actually yeah, then playing the graphical inferior version of the PS5. And of course, graphics is not everything, but I do think they are a very big deal of Gran Turismo. Immersion, etc. That's 80-90% graphics related as well. Alright, this was it, right? We're still going at speed. Where are we? Ah, this is the final corner. Sorry, I was a little bit distracted. Man, this was pretty close. I almost screwed it up over there. Because that Alpine is... Holy fuck. That Alpine is so much quicker. Let's check that out, by the way. That really was close. Check it out. It was really half a car length. Here he comes, chasing, and there is the finish line. It was a little bit more than half a car length, or a small car length. If it's a big car, then it's half a car length. It was approximately, he was in the quarter rear panel of the Clio. Behind. Anyways, really happy with this one. See you later, Alsace. And that concludes menu book 12. I already had that done when that menu, like you completed it accidentally, when I raced this second race for the first time and accidentally crossed the finish line. Then it automatically gave some cars, and we'll show you them. It gave two or three, I think, American cars. I'm not even sure what it gave. Let's check it out. Some older American cars. Which one was it? Or was it a roulette ticket? I don't even know, to be honest. Yeah, I don't have American cars, so... Ah, this one. Is the one that is new, which is a pretty cool car. 69 Camaro. And was there any other? Here, this is my bane, this flipping Alpine. Was the my torment in Alsace. Here you see it's 523 and the Clio is 475. That's what made it so hard. Anywho, so we got an American car for doing that race, and then I will show trophies. High-speed Petite Course de France. I see this trophy commemorates your victory at the Petite Course de France. I'll bet you had a blast steering up the Alps. Ah, there's text here. I see this trophy commemorates your race at the Tokyo Highway Parades, and you placed in first, no less. An excellent result. High-speed ring track day. I don't ever remember this one. I see this trophy commemorates your victory at the high-speed ring track day. Congratulations again on your accomplishment. Really, totally useless, that avatar text. Let's see. Menu book 12 is what we did. Where is book 2? Ah, these are only the ones that give you a collection of cars, I guess. this was the menu book before. Yeah, we already sold that one. Alright, number 13, but can I want to go to the archive. Let's see, now the one that we completed, this one finished in the top 3. We finished number 1, successive win, very nice. And yeah, that basically was it. It's a shame that you cannot see what you had to do anymore. It only says the objective, but not what you could win or anything. Ah, by the way, we also have some roulette tickets. Alright, so this is for the next episodes. Ah, and one thing I forgot to say. I think that is linked also to that menu book that we are going to do, which is missions. Apparently there are missions also in this game. We have like a new pavilion opening up. Take on challenging missions. So it's not only the menu book in this game that provides content. That's pretty nice, but here we go. Try your hand at the mission. Blue Moon Speedway USS, WeatherTech Raceway Laguna Seca, Willow Springs International Raceway USA. Alright, so that provides then 3 more circuit experiences as well. And I heard that the Laguna Seca circuit experience is incredibly hard, but yeah, let's worry about that later. Alright, this menu book, go to missions and select the Magic Mountain to try your hand at Deep Forest, the pass. Missions are now open. Missions is where you can get a taste for racing in all sorts of different situations. For this menu, I'd like you to give one a try. Go to missions, select the Magic Mountain to try your hand at Deep Forest Pass. Get bronze or better, then come back here and see me. I'll have a little reward waiting for you. Alright, what did he say in that third text? Missions is where you can get a taste for racing in all sorts of different situations. For this menu, I'd like you to give one a try. Alright. Go to missions, select the Magic Mountain to try your hand at Deep Forest, the pass. Get bronze or better, then come back here and see me. I'll have a little reward waiting for you. Right, let's start that one. Man, I really would like to have that Clio in real life, and then in the silver grey color. Amazing car. A little hatch with a big V6 where the rear seat used to be. Cramped in there. Pretty damn cool. Anyways, missions we will be doing in the next episode. For now, I really have to speed it up because I'm already way over the 25-minute marker, and the longer the episodes, the bigger the chance that YouTube will have problems with processing it. At least to HDR. 4K they usually do quite easily, but HDR is really hit or miss. Man, I see now that I have bad oil. So, because I've been doing that challenge so often, I should have, maybe I was even slower. I could have been faster if I would have cleaned the oil. Let's quickly check that out. What happens if I change the oil? GT Auto. Here we go. Right. Where do I 222 bhp? This is the floor where we handle car maintenance. Because the car's performance will deteriorate over time, you should bring it in for routine 10-11 care. Also, you can count on us for wide body customizations, though we only have kits available for certain models. Alright, where can I do an oil change? Here we go. Switch to a high performance engine oil that boasts great heat and abrasion resistance and also lubricates the insides of your engine. Switching to the best oil for your car is a great way to get the most out of it. Yeah, What will be the difference? Holy shit! I went from 222 bhp to 229. God damn it, I could have known that earlier while being stuck in Alsace with this car. I could use each horsepower available. Anyways, that's a valuable learning moment. Oil does make a change in bhp. Not so much performance points, but that remains the same at 475. But yeah, it's 7 horsepowers, still something. And then let's quickly, in this episode still, do some nice roulette. Holy shit, I have a lot. A reward for completing a driving marathon. Yeah, that's because I did so many miles in that Alsace race. So I completed some marathons. God damn it. 30k, really? 30k on the basis of 11 million. 6-star roulette, holy shit. Engines. Alright, what do we have? New engine. You have acquired a tuning part that has been stored in the tuning part section of your garage. New engine, compatible vehicle, roadster shop. Roadster shop rampage. Alright, I have no idea what a roadster shop rampage is. But it does look like a V8, so it's probably, it's not like a Mazda Roadster or anything, I think, or it's a V6, I think. No, let's count the spark plugs. Yes, it's a V6. Alright, no ID. Let's quickly Google that, because it's a bit weird. Normally I know my car names, but Roadster Shop, GT7, Roadster Shop Rampage. What the hell is that? The Roadster Shop is a hot rod shop based in Illinois. Right, it's some kind of custom Pontiac or something. A little bit of a retarded car, to be honest. It looks like a Pontiac Trans Am or something. It's a Camaro. What is a Camaro again? Is that like a Pontiac as well? Chevrolet. Alright, whatever. I'm not really, I like some of the muscle cars, but they're really so basic. Anyways, we have a tuning engine. Alright, what car is this? Subaru BRZ. I like it, I think, better looking than the Toyota GT86. Yeah, I'm not sure. Toyota, of course, has reliability going for it. If they're like the same platform, if I would have to choose, no idea which one to take. I would probably go with the Subaru, but they're really like 50. They're the equally cool, I would say. They both have their pros and cons. Right, what is this? Is this an invite? Expiry date January 10th. You receive an invitation from a manufacturer. Use it to purchase a car at Brand Central. Okay, we'll do that. Man, this episode is getting way too long. Ah, another one. Alright, you have received an invitation from manufacturer used to purchase a car. Alright. $10K. Alright, I want the suspensions. Nice! Looks like KW to me. 8 adjustable sports suspension for the Chris Holstrom Concepts at Chevy Nova 67. Alright, tuning part, very nice. Right, what's this? 30? Yes, alright. And then very quickly we'll also buy these two invite cars. And then I really have to end the episode. What is Bugatti? Is that French? Yes. Was it Bugatti? I don't even remember. Yes. Wow, this is a pretty cool car. I don't like Vision GTs in general, but this one looks pretty realistic, so I really like it. I never really liked the styling of the regular Veyron. VGT1, alright. And then this is where I think have an invite for. I'm not sure why I need an invite to buy this one. It's just a regular car, right? And I already have it, acquired, it says. So what is my invite? Really weird. Let's double check. And what was the other one? The other one was Porsche, right? Holy shit, what car is that? Looks pretty futuristic, also probably quite boring. No sound and stuff, or diesel. Ah, that's my hometown. Very nice, Amsterdam. Alright, which one can we buy on invitation? The Carrera GT, for sure. This is one of my favorite cars ever. Purely because of the engine and the engine sounds. Don't really like the styling of it. But the engine notes, it's really unbelievable. So, yes, Carrera GT. Is there more? The Carrera GT may just be the most iconic sports car Porsche has ever made. This mid-engine car is equipped with a 5.7 liter naturally aspirated V10 engine and a 6-speed manual transmission. The crystal clear exhaust notes and thrilling power of the V10 make it an absolute dream to handle. You'd be hard pressed to find a cooler, more dramatic car. Yeah, I do understand it took quite some lives, this car, because it's pretty rudimentary in the sense doesn't have a lot of assists, I guess. Like the guy from the Fast and the Furious, that main actor, lead actor, he died in an accident with the Carrera GT. Alright, we have that one, and then let's double check if we also have the... I'm not yet gonna drive it because I want to save I want to save it for later, to have something to look forward to. This really is one of my all-time favorite cars. So I don't want to immediately have everything already checked out and done, all the cool stuff. But now my garage, do we have a Veyron in here? I do think we have. I'm a little bit anxious about that Carrera GT, that they totally screwed up the sound. It's probably quite hard to put that sound in there, but because that really makes or breaks that car, just like the Lexus LFA, it's a sound. I really hope they did a little bit of a good job there. Alright, do we have a Bugatti Veyron? Yes, we do. And this is a 2013 model. And what was that invite? I think there was only 1 year available to buy. What's this? Aston Martin. Yeah, I think that one we also already have. Or maybe this one not yet. The one, yes, we do have it. You can see it to the little blue book to the right above the price. So it's really annoying that once you have a car, that emblem doesn't get cleared. Let's see if we have the right Bugatti. Pretty sure we do. Yes, a 2013 Veyron 16.4. Alright, anything else? Invites? Not here. Let's check over here. Nothing over here. Nothing over there. So we are more or less up to speed with the invites. In the next episode, guys, we will be doing my new book. I think it's 13. We will be doing missions. New pavilion, didn't open it yet. Looking forward. Really happy that I'm finally done with that menu book 12 Petite Course de France race. Twice successive first place in a way underpowered car, 50 performance point less than the fastest car on the grid. It was a major headache, but I'm really happy to have it finally behind me. Guys, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one. For the meantime, do not forget always to keep on gaming. See you later.